Hi, I'm Becky Brand, and I'm the Associate Sales Director for the Shore West Realtors Lake Country office in Oconomowoc. I want to invite you to a free seller seminar January 20th at the Country Springs Hotel in Waukesha. And I want to give you just a brief overview of the type of information we'll be covering, including some specific slides in just a moment. You know, we understand the frustration in the marketplace. Maybe you've got a house in the market and you're wondering why it's not selling. Maybe you've thought, do I downsize now? Can I buy a bigger house now? I hear home sales are up, prices are down. We want to clear up some of that confusion for you, show you where the buyers are coming from, what's their mindset, and explain to you why, if you've thought about selling a home in the next couple of years, the first 4 months of 2010 are really the best time to do that. We want to give you the knowledge and the tools you need to maximize every dollar you can out of your existing home sale. You know what? We'll talk about the good news in this marketplace too. So come for about a 30-minute presentation, a packet of information that'll be helpful, and the chance to ask any questions you would like. Let's take a look at those slides now. So let's take a look at some of the types of information we're going to be talking about at the Seller Seminar on January 20th. This graph shows us home sales, unit sales for 2009 versus 2008. Does this by price range and then in different areas. For example, it starts with the first column, all of the United States. Next is the Midwest. Next is the Metro Milwaukee area. And lastly, we've got Waukesha County. If you've been following any of the news, in the media it says home unit sales are up. We're selling more homes at the end of 2009 than we did at 2008. And that's true. But we need to know where those increases are coming from. And on this graph, you can see that they're really coming only in homes that are $250,000 or under. So if you've got a $300,000, a $400,000, a $700,000 house, those price ranges have not increased yet. And that's why prices aren't increasing. In fact, they really haven't even stabilized yet. Let's take a look at the next graph. This is from an article in Fortune magazine. And the chief economist of moody'seconomy.com, who's Mark Zandi, was quoted as saying he expects in 2010 home prices to fall nationally anywhere between 5 and 10%, and even over 30% in some places like Miami. Why is this? Even though we're going to see some increased demand, and we'll talk about that in a minute, the amount of supply of homes coming on the market, especially due to short sales and foreclosures, is going to way outstrip that demand. In fact, Zandi estimates that 2.4 million homes will go into foreclosure this year and obviously have to be sold. We'll talk about not just national numbers at the seminar, but also local numbers when it comes to what kind of supply and demand we see coming in 2010. So now you might be thinking, I think I just better wait until this market gets a little bit better. The question is, when is that? This graph is also from some information on moody'seconomy.com and Fiserv. They got together and said, when will prices rebound to their peak? If I had a house I could have sold for $400,000 in the last 5 years, when will I be able to sell it for $400,000 again? Wisconsin is in orange, which means they're predicting sometime between 2014 and 2017. In other words, we're 4, 5, 6, 7 years out from being able to sell that house for $400,000 again. And the question is, are you willing to wait to get that money back? This last graph is a really great way to see what we expect to happen in 2010. In the early part of 2010, we've got some great factors driving demand for homes. We've got a tax credit, both for first-time home buyers and for existing homeowners. And also interest rates are still low. They're really great. What's going to happen, though, is that federal program that kept those interest rates low, that's due to expire at the end of March. So now we probably will see interest rates start to creep up. But we've still got the tax credit. But that is due to end at the end of April. And so the question becomes, what will demand look like after those two factors fade away? And you can look down below and see that the less incentives we have for demand, the more we think we'll see home prices slipping in 2010. That's just a brief piece of the presentation for January 20th. This is a great opportunity to come and see some fantastic information about what's going to happen. The seminar is Wednesday, January 20th, 2010, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Country Springs. Please feel free to RSVP by calling 262-782-4710 or by emailing bbrand@shorewest.com. We hope to see you there.